Our coverage of CES 2025 is brought to you by Alison Hushed. I'll keep on repeating it until you click those links. Well, I needed an excuse to finally visit the Bellagio here in Vegas, and thankfully Be Quiet just so happened to have the little suite here with all of the awesome new stuff. Well, I say new, most of it is stuff that we either covered on the channel before, or we've seen at Computex, but this thing kind of slipped us by. I kind of blame Xander for it, but...
That's okay, we can both blame Xander
Yeah.
for it, that's fine. But now you get a chance to see it in person, right?
Exactly.
So this is actually our new 501. It is the Pure Base 501, so it's an update of the 500. And what we've done is the 500 has been one of our best-selling cases for a long time. So we wanted to make a couple improvements and just basically give it a facelift, right? So we have it again in white and in black, but we also have it with a steel side panel if you don't want the glass, which is nice. The back has a little bit more room for activities, for your cable management, and we've added a couple different accents to allow cable management to be a little bit easier to work with. And that's kind of been our theme. We've kind of changed a little bit of a leaf to try and just make all of our products easier to use, right? The ease of use should be a fundamental thing, especially when you're talking about something you're spending a lot of money on, right? Luckily, this case isn't too expensive. It's actually in a pretty good price range. I'm pretty sure it's $129.99 out of the gate, but usually on sale, you know, like most things do, you get a 10%, 15%. So you're probably looking like a $100 type case, right?
And of course, one of the other things that you always need to buy for a case is, fans, which always drives the price up. Like, so how many fans are included and what types of fans here?
So in this particular case, it comes with two fans, and they're actually our Pure Wings 3, which are more budget friendly, but yet really well-performing fans that we actually put in our cases now. Mm-hmm. It comes on the, if you have a Pure Loop 2, or if you have a Pure Loop in general, it comes with those fans now. And those fans are really, really good performing fans, especially for the price. So instead of having to break the bank when you're coming to, you buy a $100 case, and then you got to spend like $130 on 3 RGB fans, and now you want 6 or whatever. So now you're keeping that overall cost down under $200 maybe total to fill that whole thing, right? And it comes with good products, good fans, quality fans that come with good warranties too. So
Now, I always pester any kind of case manufacturer reps about it, and I have to do it at Tradition as well. Where's my 5.25-inch base? I need my CD drive in my PC.
So,
any plans for that?
Luckily, we do have an offering for you. It's called the 901. If you haven't seen it, it's the biggest case that we make, but it does have
huge.
It has a 5.25. It's in the bottom. I do use it actually, surprisingly enough, and it's one of the more requested things that you'd actually be surprised to get.
Yeah,
working at Be Quiet at least. So. But it's coming. Unfortunately, not in this. It does have the support for solid state drives, as well as 3.5 inch drives as well. It's got 2 caddies in the bottom. You will probably need to add the HDD cages, which are unfortunately extra. But that's, again, it's all manufacturing. It's all about keeping cost in the right shape and form that everyone can afford it.
Could you technically add in 3D print your own HDD caddies there?
You, in theory, could. I mean, in the front of these cases, they're pretty open, right? So, in theory, if you were to remove the bottom here, you might be able to fit it in that section there. But to be honest, you'd probably have to modify it a little bit.
Well, there you go. There's some DIY projects for anyone interested.
Hey, there you go.
Yep.
I'm not against using a Dremel, so that's okay. If that's what you need to do, have at it.
Perfect.
So. The other neat thing is that in the past, we didn't necessarily have a full range of dust filters throughout the entire case. As you can see, I just pulled this one off the top. It's magnetic, super easy to clean. Same with the front as well. Pops right off. It's super easy to clean. And then there's also one that's on the bottom that pops off too. So again, we didn't have as much necessarily conveniences in the last case. That's kind of what we try to improve on this way.
Okay, perfect. Great, thanks so much.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you for being here. And now you get to go explore the Bellagio.
Yep.
Not just this week.
Not just here. If you're traveling abroad and need a cheap data plan, then nothing beats AlloSim, and it can be even cheaper if you use the code of Runner for $3 off. Meaning you can get a week's worth of data for your travels for as little as $1.50. And while you're at it, why not make use of Hush's excellent lifetime phone number deal, offering a foreign phone number for just $25 for life. So check these out down in the video description below. And maybe check out our Patreon as well, plus huge thanks to Gavin Burns, Justin Rage, Ella Vroniak, Badr Voka, Patrick Harrison, Not a Pseudonym, Max Sumner, Shane Allcroft, and Level Up.